HBO's The Last of Us Season 2 has been confirmed to follow some of the storyline in The Last of Us Part 2, and there are 3 locations it has to include. The Last of Us Season 1's ending mirrored Naughty Dog's first video game in the franchise, leaving room to instantly tackle the highly controversial moments from the second game in Season 2. While creators Craig Mazin and Neil Druckmann have mentioned they aren't strictly binding the adaptation to the game, they've also said some things will be the same. Anything from Joel's big moment early on in The Last of Us Part 2 story to Ellie's ruthless showdown with Abby near the end could be altered to some degree. With much of The Last of Us Season 2 main cast revealed, such as Caitlin Dever, who will be playing Abby, and the filming location confirmed as Vancouver, anticipation for the smash hit TV adaptation's follow-up season is high. Using specific locations from the game, The Last of Us can enhance its story and its 2 main protagonists. The aquarium reveals Abby's pain and Ellie's ruthlessness in The Last of Us Part 2. Abby takes in the massive aquarium in The Last of Us Part 2 with Owen in front of her. The Last of Us Part 2 aquarium. The aquarium, located on Seattle's coastline, features numerous smaller locations that both Abby and Ellie explore, such as a gift shop and a shark exhibit. For Abby, the aquarium showcases how her relationship with Owen became untangled. This involves flashbacks to when they were dating and scenes with them already broken up and him in a year-long relationship with a pregnant Mel. Additionally, Abby tells Owen about her lead on Joel, which she wants to pursue to avenge her dad's death. Thus, the aquarium is a contradictory symbol of safety and loss, which is furthered by Ellie's actions there. One of the most chilling scenes in The Last of Us Part 2 is when Ellie reaches the aquarium and ruthlessly murders Mel and Owen because they refuse to share Abby's location. Ellie harbors so much rage over losing Joel that her actions are instinctual instead of calculated. This is further shown by her reaction after killing them when she realizes Mel was pregnant. She appears in disbelief and hunches over. The Last of Us, including the aquarium scenes, can draw a necessary parallel between Abby and Ellie, which can amplify the complexity of the expected revenge theme. The Last of Us Part 2's museum amplifies the relationship Ellie lost with Joel. Ellie's anger at Joel for preventing her surgery at the Firefly's base is juxtaposed with the museum flashback, which is one of the most beloved sequences of the game and one of the scenes The Last of Us needs to include. It can provide a rare joyful moment where fans can experience Joel and Ellie's relationship as closely to the latter half of Season 1. Here, Joel takes Ellie to a science and history museum for her birthday, where they look at exhibits and sit in a space capsule as Ellie listens to a cassette recording of a rocket launch. Having this flashback early on in the story pinpoints Ellie's grief at that moment and re-emphasizes what she lost when Joel died, namely how much he cared for her. Since her last interactions with Joel before his death didn't involve her definitively forgiving him, she likely feels remorse and guilt. Including this can tug on the emotional connection Bella Ramsey and Pedro Pascal established so beautifully when reunited at the end of Episode 8, as well as allow fans to enjoy more of the actors' dynamic, which was a huge hit in the first season. The theater brings Abby and Ellie's rivalry to a head in The Last of Us. Abby standing over a bleeding Ellie in The Last of Us Part 2 video game. Unlike the bittersweet calmness at the museum and the melancholy devolution of Abby and Owen's relationship at the aquarium, the theater is a much more violent culmination of revenge for both Abby and Ellie. This is the first time Ellie and Abby have a physical one-on-one fight since Joel's death, meaning it's a pinnacle moment in their individual revenge and retribution stories, as well as the overarching narrative. Abby kills Jesse and holds Tommy at gunpoint, firmly establishing herself as a major threat to Ellie and her loved ones. Since this is following Abby's discovery of Mel and Owen's dead bodies, it's somewhat of a mimicry of Ellie's rage at the aquarium. During a brutal melee fight backstage, Abby even fights off Dina, who tries to give Ellie some reprieve. When Ellie mentions Dina's pregnancy in a plea to stop Abby, Abby replies with "good." This signifies the cycle of revenge Ellie and Abby continuously facilitate throughout the story.